white women are undefeated. Okay? All my homies that's dating white women, they all thick as hell.
Whoa, hey, I appreciate your compliment. Full disclosure though, I am 6'6", I fluctuate between 275 and 300 pounds. I prefer bigger women. That's off top. If you've been following me for a minute, you know how I feel about bigger girls.
Hey, don't come to me telling me about nothing about body size, because I like my women big. I like BBW. I like a very pretty, thick, fluffy woman.
White girl that was of the softball, basketball, thick.
This video is talking about like thicker white girls in the South being hit on more by black men and being called fat by white men.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing more guaranteed on this earth than a big white woman with a skinny Jamaican man.
I'm wondering, where did the whole like black men love big white women thing, you know, like where did that come from? I'm not saying it's wrong, but like I'll catch myself.
So I first of all want to say good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. I got on here earlier and I seen a post and it really rubbed me the wrong way. So I always feel like if there's something like that, so people being attacked, I need to stand up, especially in this situation where I can speak on it. It was a post and it was a group of white guys. They were bashing this woman who was, you know, curvy, big booty woman for liking black men.
Okay, so why does it seem like black men don't have a problem with a bigger woman?
Yeah, get that big white girl, boy. That's what we known for. That's what we known for. That's what we known for. Skinny black dude, big white girl. Skinny black dude, big white girl. Skinny black dude, white girl. Skinny black dude, big white girl. Skinny black dude, big white girl. Skinny black dude, big white girl. Rub glasses. Rub glasses. Please help me. Please help me. Derek, please help me. Please help me. Derek, please help me. Please help me. Derek, please help me.
But then black kings, they love their fat white girls. I feel like since having a kid, black men are more attracted to bigger white girls than white men are.
Some white men got that stigma, like
they like them skinny. They like them Lululemon skinny.
They don't want them curvy, no love handles. They just want them light.
But then black kings, they love their fat white girls. They eat them up. They do.
Yeah! 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 See? She not heavy! Yeah! 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 Come on, girl. Let me jump up. No, I'm so scared. Come on!
Oh my god.
Yeah! See that? See that? Yeah!
What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bernadette as usual. Today's topic comes from a conversation that always sparks debate online. Why do black men and African men seem to prefer thick or curvy women? And more so today, we are looking at the thicker white women. But before we get into this, we have to make one thing clear. It's not that all black men like such women or thick or curvy women, and not all of them have the same preferences, because attraction is personal. Some men prefer slim women, others prefer athletic women. There are those also who prefer the curvy ones, and many more care about personality than the body type. However, if you have spent some time on social media, you should have noticed this, or you should have heard people talking about this. The thicker women or the curvy women are always celebrated or associated with black men. So where does that preference come from? We are going to watch some clips related to this, people talking about this, and then we shall give our thoughts or views in the comments. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here.
Thick white women are undefeated. Okay? All my homies that's dating white women, they all thick as hell. They crash out about that white girl. They will crash out and kill everything for that thick ass white girl, I promise you. When they walk through the mall with they thick white girl, but they hold her tight. They holding that white girl tight. They think another nigga gonna come steal the white girl, the thick white girl. When it comes to thick white women, niggas will do anything for that shit. I swear to God, that shit is like the Super Bowl to these niggas.
Whoa, hey, I appreciate your compliment. Full disclosure though, I am 6'6", I fluctuate between 275 and 300 pounds. I prefer bigger women. That's off top. If you've been following me for a minute, you know how I feel about bigger girls. I prefer bigger girls so much that I am happily married to one. I love that woman from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet and everything in between. And I reiterate, I am happily married. You know what I mean? Okay. So again, I appreciate this. Respectfully. But you know, my wife sees my videos, reads my comments. Sometimes she sees my DMs, which some of you get really crazy in. Rare, but it happens. I just got to put this out there just in case. But again, respectfully, thank you. Have a good day.
I'm wondering, where did the whole like black men love big white women thing, you know, like where did that come from? I'm not saying it's wrong, but like I'll catch myself. I'll be walking. I see a nice looking plump snow bunny, if you will. No, it's not necessarily a snow bunny. It's more like a gentle polar bear, if you will. I love polar bears. They'll kill you, but they're cool looking. Anyway, I'll be walking and I'll say, but then I catch myself. I'm like, hold on, bro, that's a stereotype. But then I'm like, where did that, is it Mandingos? Is it from back in the day where like brothers was trying to get with massa wife? Like, I'm trying to find a correlation here because it's not like it's fake. It's not like it's not a thing. But like, why and where did that come from? And I guess I'm about to do some research.
Okay, so why does it seem like black men don't have a problem with a bigger woman? I think the first thing is that, you know, I don't know, it's like it makes our eyes big, you know what I mean? It's like, wow, look at them thighs, or look at them calf muscles, or look at them breasts, or, you know, look at that face, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not repulsive to us, and I don't know why it's repulsive to other people. And then you have the factor of, like, you know what I'm saying, pounding it, you know, black men just go ham. They go ham when it comes to sex. And if you have like a petite woman or a skinny woman, you know what I'm saying, it feels like you're gonna break them. But when you see Thicklicious, you know what I'm saying, when you see someone really thick packing it on, you know that you don't have to worry about going ham on that at all. In fact, I think they enjoy that stuff. I'll see dudes with a very thick woman, and I'll look at them and I'll look at the girl and I'll be like, I don't think he knows what to do with that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have it on his face that he can handle it. He's just with them, and you know, I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, what got them together in the first place. It's definitely not because he's handling his business. I'm sorry to say, he don't even look like a member of Team Long. And you know, lastly, we just don't waste no meat on the bone. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing more guaranteed on this earth than a big white woman with a skinny Jamaican man, bro. Honestly, these two go together like yin and yang, bread and butter, jam on toast, whatever you want to call it, hot like dog. But I'm telling you right now, they always come together. I don't know why this shit always comes true. I don't know why I see this shit every single day of the week, bro, but I just do. If you know a Jamaican, make sure to tag them in this video, because we all know when it all comes down to it, they are gonna end up marrying a big white woman, bro. It's literally in their blood, it's literally in their genes. And I'm telling you right now, the person you are is not going to be the person to break this cycle. I am telling you right now, there is no Jamaican on this earth who can disprove this theory. This theory is just so true. And I know you lot are gonna be mad talking about, oh, the bomber clock, me no want no big white woman, brother. We know you want a white woman, bro. Talking about me no want, brother, you need a white woman.
White girl that was of the softball, basketball, thick.
This video is talking about like thicker white girls in the South being hit on more by black men and being called fat by white men. I can 100% say that's true. Although I didn't grow up in the South, even today, like throughout high school, my early adult, now almost in my 30s, all through that, I have consistently been hit on exponentially more by black men than white men. I would say the ratio is probably 98% men of color, not just black men, Hispanic, all of that, to like 2% white men. In terms of men that said derogatory, like disrespectful comments to me, I would say that it's probably 80-20, 80 being with white men.
Hey, don't come to me telling me about nothing about body size, because I like my women big. I like BBW. I like a very pretty, thick, fluffy woman. I don't care about your arm roll. I don't care about none of that stuff. You're beautiful. I love a big woman. I love a thick, luxurious woman. I'm a big man myself. I don't want no small thing. I don't want no small, petite thing. I don't body shame women. I want everything that comes with you. Pretty big women have the best self-esteem. They have the absolute best self-esteem. A woman of plus size that can walk around and show her body off and not care what people think in this world that pretty much body shames women and shames anybody for their size and their skin color. That's a plus to me. That means you love yourself and I'm gonna love you more. I love the way they smell. I ain't never been around a big woman that had a smell. Never in my life. I come from a family of big women. Never been around a big woman. Never been on a date with a big woman. Never had attraction to a big woman and she had a smell. Never. Big women, BBWs always smell good and they always gonna smell like honey. They love that honey. And I love it too. So if you're a BBW and you pretty, you got a chance with me. Just know we're gonna eat good. I'm gonna take care of you. And they like to rub on you. They rub you down. They rub your feet. They rub everything about you. Love them.
So first of all, I want to say good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. I got on here earlier and I seen a post, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. So I always feel like if there's something like that, so people being attacked, I need to stand up, especially in this situation where I can speak on it. It was a post and it was a group of white guys. They were bashing this woman who was, curvy, big booty woman for liking black men. And first and foremost, I want to say that it's like, I think we need to get to the point where we realize that your choice is your choice when it comes to the opposite sex. Everybody wants to bash somebody and say, oh, well, you only like this, you only like that. Everybody has a physical feature about the opposite sex that they like. Whether it is you like women like me who have thighs and booty, or if you like women who have breasts, or if you like really skinny women, everybody has that. Let me tell you something about white curvy women, and I'm telling you from experience, I'm not telling you from something I read in a book. Curvy white women, a lot of the times, the reason why they go with black men is because black men accept them and they make them feel valued. A lot of black men like me, we love white women who are curvy, okay? Booty and thigh, we like that. And I know plenty of white guys, when they look at a curvy white woman, they'll say, that girl is fat, that girl is nasty, that girl is disgusting. And when we look at her, when I go to Walmart, I go to the gas station and I see a curvy woman, I'm like, damn, that girl is sexy. And that's the differences between the two mindsets. And a woman is going to go to where she feels comfy, and she's going to feel comfy with that person, whether he's white, black, or whatever, that embraces her curves, that loves her curves. Okay, she's going to stay away from the people that do not. It's the same way with black men. You see all these, and this is not all women. I'm just telling you the way it is. You see some posts and some women are like, oh my God, I don't know why black men like white women. It's because those women make those particular black men feel valued. And that's why they stay with them. That's why they go toward white women. And that brings me back to my topic. It's like we need to stop bashing these curvy, beautiful white women for going with black men, because the reason they're with black men, 99.9% of the time, it has zero to do with the tool in their pants. Zero to do with it. It's because they feel comfy and they feel that their body type and their demeanor is embraced by that particular.
What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Listen, African or black men preference have always been big, thick women. All right? That's the goddamn truth. Black men, all right, historically, culturally consistent, all right, from the top of North Africa to the bottom, all right, of South Africa, all right, from the goddamn Caribbean to goddamn Tennessee, all right, to the Dominican Republic, to Colombia, to Brazil, all right. Black men love women who are thick. We like thick bacon, all right, not thin bacon. And this is like a thing, right, that, like, I think everybody kind of knows it, right? They know when you think about the black man, you like, the black man loves some thick women. Even white women and Asian women who are rejected by their men for being too thick and not petite and small, right, know that if they want to be appreciated for their thickness, for their natural body shapes and sizes, yo, get them black men who gonna appreciate that all you can eat buffet. We don't like famine. We're about abundance. All right, we like a woman with abundance. You know what that backside is for? You know what that mash is for? You know what that bum is for? You know what them cakes, that backyard is for? Huh? It's to hold the baby. It's the roller coaster ride for that child that you're gonna put up in it. All right, them hips say she can cook. All right, she can churn out them cheering. All right, she can handle herself. It's all biological. It's all natural, right? Even if you look at our old African fertility dolls, right? It's a big old, thick, fat woman, all right? There's places in Africa where you can't even get married unless you fat. You ain't even got no respect unless you fat. And listen, no shame to my little, beautiful, skinny black women. All right, I'm not trying to shame. Look, y'all done had y'all moment, all right? All right, let's keep it real with the big women. We all know, all right, there are a lot of you skinny black women are really thick and hot. Even our skinny women are thicker than all the other women. Huh? You ever heard of skinny fat? Huh, they skinny, but they fat. They thick, they skinny, but they thick. Even some of our skinny girls got thick mindsets. They thick as hell. They eat like a goddamn big woman, move like a big woman, sashay and sway like a big woman, and somehow they can keep a 200 and something plus black man warm with their little ass 135-pound body. Because they thick at heart. Their spirit is thick. Even if they skinny and they ain't got no bum, they ain't got no front yard, no backyard, they ain't got a lot of work, their spirit is thick. They go ultra instinct with that thickness, all right? You can feel the essence of thickness around their skinny ass little bodies, and black women got that power. Listen, only in this white world, all right, in this Western world where we value little small little schoolgirls, we don't like that shit. That's why white men like that little shit. All right, listen, when I was in the Marine Corps, I learned what white men like. All right, they like little teeny weeny girls, ones they can pick up and turn into pretzels and shit and dip in cheese. Huh? They like the crust cut off their women. When they get with their women that have sexual relations, they want to hurt the woman. They want the woman to be like, I had a terrible experience. He hurt me. I bled. I'm in pain. I can't walk. That's a successful outing for a white male during a sexual experience with a woman. They want to be able to break her. They want to be able to dominate. That's why they so attracted to the little schoolgirl. Asian men too. They like them little schoolgirl with the little schoolgirl. Why you think they have these little fantasies, huh? We think this shit is innocent? How you got the Asian man and the white man, they like these little teeny weeny. If you over 150, if you over 135 pounds, man, you mid-sized to them. All right? If they can't pick you up and throw you over their shoulder, it's a problem. They don't want no pushback. They don't want no 18-wheeler. They don't want no 12-cylinder. They don't want no. They're not Ford tough, huh? They not Chevy riding high. These guys want an Kia. They want a goddamn. A Bug, a Volkswagen Beetle. All right, that's what they want, so they can feel manly. But black men, no. We want a motherfucking Chevy 350 with a Hemi in the back, huh? We want to be able to sit on each butt cheek by themselves, huh? We want to have to think about picking you up. We want to have to put on a damn back brace to lift your ass. If we ain't got to put on a back brace, it's the issue. All right. We want a woman that if we had to get in a fight with another person, that she can quite possibly hold her own at least 50% of the time. We need somebody that if we were had to think about getting in a fight with, that we know that we not gonna come out that fight unscathed, whether we are a man or not. That's the goddamn truth. Listen, black men always like big women. And then we sit here, and you got all these weirdo incel people, these manosphere, weird, fat, bald, ugly motherfuckers, acting like black men like little skinny-ass, 85-pound soaking wet skeletons and shit, like them white men. We don't like that shit. Man, give me 350 plus, bow. I'm trying to put a goddamn hitch in that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? F that. I'm trying to ride her, right? She ain't got to jump on my back. I'm trying to jump on her back. All right? If I can't sit a goddamn plate of soul food on that back of that ass, it ain't big enough. All right? And look, and we all for some food. Let's stop faking like we don't like that fufa in the front. We know black women don't like the fufa. Right? We understand the fufa. We understand that the enemy of the black woman and her natural thickness is that part in the front, because society says that part is ugly. Society says you're not supposed to have that part in the front. They want your society says, Western fake synthetic society says, you're supposed to have all that backyard. You're supposed to have all this front yard. But you ain't supposed to have nothing to go with. Listen, when I see a woman, if you got a big old ass, you ain't got no thighs to go with it, I know it ain't real. You got to be culturally consistent on that body. Huh? You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm a black man. If your thighs look like chicken wings and shit, but you got a badonkadonk, and you got a whole goddamn, like there's a whole goddamn cliff and shit, and it go like this, and then it undercurls, and then you got your leg, that shit ain't natural. Your ass should look like a P, like a capital P from the side. I don't want to see that. Now, if you got a big badonkadonk, guess what? The goddamn front porch should be pretty big. And listen, that front porch is useful. You put your head on it, huh? It's like a pillow, right? Tell me that damn fufa on a big old soft, warm, good smelling like cookies and shit, black woman. Tell me that shit ain't soft, that shit ain't perfect to lay your big ass black head on, huh? You bald your big bald head on that black fufa, huh? That's where it belongs. You know goddamn good and well, the best place for a black man is in between the big old thick woman's powerful ass man killer thighs. Just laying there. You know what I'm saying? You got your head on the fufa, got them big old goddamn industrial fucking couch side fucking leg thighs and shit, like your arm rests and shit. And you know at any moment she can crush you, split your ass in half with them fucking horse legs of hers. You know what I'm talking about? That's what real black. Look, anything is Africans, they stay true to their shit. Big women, thick, healthy, baby making, wife material, right? White goddamn Western society be tripping me out because all these goddamn black men walking around on TV, on social media, acting like they want that 110-pound skeleton and shit, like she gonna keep his ass warm, right? And all in all, in reality, they out here looking for them big 350 F-150s, huh? They don't want to put them on camera, but we all know them F-150s and above are the ones everybody looking for in real life. They got real utility. All right, and all I'm saying is, you know, like I said, no disrespect to the skinny little black women, because I know at heart most of y'all thick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really thick. Y'all aura of thickness protrudes out of your actual skin. I get it. You ain't got to tell me. But let's stop pretending like black men historically, culturally, racially don't like and appreciate and honor and prefer big thick women. All right, over that little kitty shit that them Asians and them goddamn white people like. Now, there are some white men that like them thickums. All right, that's not their cultural consistency, but they out there. Now Spanish men, listen, they like them big thick ones too. All right, them goddamn little short ass 5'5" freaking Pedro. Hey, listen, Pedro want a goddamn 350 plus Alicia. All right, straight up, stop playing. All right, look, Latino men. All right, for the most part, and they can go back and pill. They white Latino, they like little kids, right? But them native Indian, right, them little native Indians, and the black folks, consistently for the most part in general, we like them thick, all right? Thick. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. This Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach something. I'm out.
So we have heard from those creators, some black men actually prefer dating the curvy, the plus size, or the thicker women because of the reasons that they have shared there. Of course, we have always heard that most white men, or majority of the white men, prefer the slim ones, the smaller women. One man's meat is another man's poison. So when people discuss about beauty standards, they often forget that standards are different depending on culture, country, and the community. We have always heard that, yeah, the smaller women or the slim women are the beauty standard. They hold the standard, but I think these are European things. But in the black community, or even among African, Caribbean, wherever black people are, the beauty standard is more appreciated with a thicker, a curvy, or a plus size woman. We have had comments like, you find a small Jamaican man with a thick woman. And we have seen there a clip of that guy carrying that plus size white woman. Yeah, black men have energy. And sometimes I think the weight isn't about the body size or the body type. For an African man, for a Caribbean man, that doesn't matter. They prefer thicker women or curvy women. And then also, like, we have had one of those people saying that, yeah, they prefer thicker women because they want someone who is soft. They want to learn on a softy body and not on a hard body, because they assume that a slim girl or a slim woman is bony, like they will press them the way that guy has explained. That's why most of the Africans, the Caribbean men prefer thicker women or curvy women. Some people also argue that curviness represents femininity. Features like wider hips, a smaller waist to hip ratio have long been associated with feminine beauty in many societies around the world. And this is why you will often hear some men describing curves as attractive. However, of course, this does not come alone. Men look at many other things in relation to that. So like I was saying, some men prefer thicker women or curvier women because of the cultural beauty standards that I talked about. In many African, Caribbean, and black communities, curvier body types have traditionally been viewed as attractive, feminine, and healthy. So some people look at the body type and they assume that, yes, that is a healthy woman. And then also in Africa, some men prefer thicker women because when they are with their wives who are thicker, they feel like they gain more respect among people than when they are with a slim girl or a slim woman. They are like, how did you manage to get that lady, you know? Because of the beauty standard that I talked about. So some of them do it because they want to gain respect among other men. So those are some of the reasons, and many more personal reasons that some men have. Anyway, what is your thought about this? Share it down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're new here, please subscribe, hit that like button, and we shall catch up in the next one.